Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our version of the Great British or Friends International Bake Off this evening. We are really excited to have you here. I'm Lily, I'm one of the hosts. I'm also here with Joe, who's also one of the hosts. And we are so excited to be together this evening, seeing who is going to be the best baker amongst our volunteers and staff here at Friends International Guildford. Joe, how are you feeling? Are you excited?
I am incredibly excited. I have the text messages have been off the chart. I've had so many people suggest who the winner's going to be. We have incredible odds on Hugh. I mean, Jasmine, you know, it's who's going to win. We have no idea. But guys, as Lily said, thank you ever so much for joining us this evening. We are really excited. Just a quick kind of introduction. We're going to bring on the competitors. We're going to ask them to introduce themselves. So we're going to bring first Hugh. And Hugh, if you wanted to introduce yourselves.
Hi there. Hi, everybody. Yeah, my name's Hugh. I'm more of a cook, really, than a baker, but it's going to be good to have a go tonight.
You're secretly excited for tonight, aren't you, Hugh?
I'm really pumped. I am really excited, yeah. I think it's
if we just take a quick look at your setup. I mean, here's a man who's organised. Here's a man who knows what he's doing.
He is ready. He's even having a pen there.
Ready for action. We're going to introduce Jasmine. Jasmine, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Are you excited?
Oh, I'm so ready.
We obviously put out your weaknesses today on our Instagram story that this is your first time baking solo.
Yep, that is true.
Who would you typically be baking with?
Oh, probably friends or family, but their experiences were very far and few between.
But you're feeling good for tonight?
Yes, I'm ready.
Excellent.
Right.
Next to introduce Sarah.
Hi.
Sarah, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. I've just got my sieve out because I saw I'd forgotten my sieve and Hugh had got his ready.
You've got a full preparation gear there with the pinny and everything.
I've got my pinny, but I'm not allowed to use an electric whisk, I've discovered. So I'm a bit confused about that.
This is true. We did receive a phone call from the lawyers earlier just to double check that no whisk electric can be used. Fairness of all. Absolutely best wishes to you as well, Sarah. And lastly, we'll introduce Joash to our audience. Joash, how are you?
Good.
How are you feeling tonight?
Exciting. Also a bit worried because I enjoy good food. If you kind of see my Instagram, there's food everywhere, but I haven't done any baking that much. So yeah.
We also wish you the absolute best. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, and for our audiences, we're just quickly going to go through. Oh, sorry, Lily. We're just going to go through some of what tonight will be. So you've met the competitors. And again, we really thank you for all joining us, and we hope you enjoy the competition. The competitors have been given a complete list of ingredients and 2 tasks. The first will be to create 12 chocolate chip cookies. They have to be the same size and shape. And the second task will be to decorate 12 cupcakes. And again, all of the competitors have been given the exact same ingredients. So there's no kind of cheating possible here, we hope. They've all been given the same tools. Myself and Lily will be scoring each of those out of 10 to give us a total of 40. So the first round being 40 for chocolate chips and the second being cupcakes. And Lily and I will be looking at looks. How does it look? Consistency, are they all the same? Have we got symmetrical bakes? And also, what is the color? If we're seeing a lot of black, not so good. Of course, myself and Lily can't taste it. We can't touch it. So we're using these as our criteria. We wish all the very best to our competitors. And again, this is live, so it could go either way. But we hope you're as excited as we are.
Yes.
Lily,
before we start,
we're
already seeing people interacting. Julian Shepherd is saying, hi, Hugh. Jasmine, you're his favourite to win. but he knows as well that Sarah is experienced. So we see, but he's wishing you, Joash, all the best as well. Oh, Hugh is on it here. So we are very excited to see the audience interacting. If you want to share anything with them, then do comment on Facebook or YouTube. We can see that, and do join in the conversation. And we're really excited to read from you as well.
Okay, bakers, are you ready? We have a thumbs up from everybody. Fantastic. Okay, so your first task, put us all on the screen here, is of course your chocolate chip cookies. Will move around the room on the cameras. You have 22 minutes. Lily, count us down.
Ready, set, bake.
We are off. Here we go. And we're going to come first to Jasmine. Jasmine, talk us through. How are you feeling? Tell us what you're doing.
Oh, a little nervous right now. I'm putting in the first few ingredients, so the softened butter, the brown sugar, and the granulated sugar. So we're just putting that in. I'm gonna mix it up.
Have you made cookies before?
Probably. I don't remember. I usually just eat them when they're done.
Usually eat them when you're done. Fantastic.
I mean, that's already, you know, what they should be looking like at least.
Yes, that is true. Did you know that chocolate chip cookies were invented in the U.S.?
Were they really?
Oh.
Yeah, on the East Coast. It was an accident.
Ah, that's quite a lucky accident.
They didn't melt.
Oh, right.
Sorry, Lily, I'm going to move this over to Hugh. I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Hugh, talk us through. That is some amazing whisk work. How are you feeling?
Quality cookware. Yeah,
Of course. Didn't hear that.
Mixing up.
Yeah, it does look
Talk us
really
through.
good.
What are you doing right now?
I've got an egg, and I'm going to try and crack it in.
Oh, that's a very sharp knife.
I mean,
I put a bit of the shell in, so I need to rescue it and get it out.
Oh, we're not tasting these. You shouldn't have said that on camera.
yeah, we would know.
Well, you know, it's all part of it, and, you know.
Oh, someone is voting for Sarah here. Joan is writing, go Sarah Ratty. You have a big fan here, Sarah. Someone is very excited.
Okay, I'm going to move to Sarah. Sarah, how are you feeling?
Hi.
Talk us through.
I'm feeling fine. I'm okay even without my electric whisk. I'm having to build up my arm muscles. I feel I should have a few weights before I started to get them ready. So I've added my egg and my flour and my bicarb.
You've done this before. That looks good so far.
You look like you know what you're doing. It looks very confident.
I started off doing Mary Baker packet mixes when I was 5. And you basically opened a packet and added an egg and water.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore now. No.
Okay, Joash, we're coming to you. How are you feeling?
All right. Well, I think it's actually better than I thought. Yeah.
You had read the instructions before, hadn't you?
Sorry, say that again?
You had read the instructions before?
A little bit, yeah, but when I get too nervous, I just think, oh, which step? I get all the classes.
Oh, Julian just said it looks like Joash didn't get any shell in. So he is doing much better than Julian thought. I mean, Julian, you still can change your mind if you want to. Oh, he hasn't even cracked his egg yet. So
Yeah,
no shell in there yet.
I did.
Doing well.
Oh, you have? Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Doing well.
I think, yeah, George is doing quite well there.
Bakers, we have 17 and a bit minutes. Just to remind you, 17 and a bit minutes left.
Also, a reminder, this is not whoever is done the quickest. That's not what we're judging here.
This is true.
So we really want to, well, we can't really taste any shells in there anyway, but we don't want to see them in there.
Okay. Jasmine, coming back to you. What are you up to now?
Well, I just put the egg in and mixed it up, so now I'm going to add my plain flour. I'm going to sift it. That's the word.
Interesting. Have you already thought about how you're going to portion the cookie dough?
You know, I have a spoon here, so I'm hoping that'll do the job.
Well, Shooty Ma is voting for you here. She says, Jasmine, go. Thank you, Shooty Ma. We really appreciated you cheering on Jasmine here.
Guys, thanks for all the comments. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look back to Joash. We seem to be not struggling, but we've got quite a thick mixture there, Joash.
Yeah, is that a good sign or bad sign? I don't know.
It looks all right. Oh, I'm not meant to give any up, sorry.
Have you got enough flour in there?
I mean, it's probably all, but a bit low. I think the last bit, I think that's all.
Looking good. Looking good.
One little secret about this bowl is its first service of all time.
It's its first use, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I thought we'd lost Sarah looking at the other view. I thought she'd left, but she's still with us.
I'm still here. I'm just trying to get my weights about the same. So I was going to use some scales because that's what they do in Bake Off. They weigh things.
That's what they do, indeed. You know. I mean, it looks like Sarah is way ahead of everybody else here. I know, and yeah.
And this, of course, for those who are watching, is the most important part because Sarah is making sure that those little dough balls that she's making are the same size so that when they bake, they end up the same size and circular shape. So this part she's doing now, although might look boring, is actually really important. So Sarah, you obviously know what you're doing.
Oh, absolutely. We like cookies.
Okay, now, moving back to Hugh. Hugh, what are we doing here? Is this chocolate chips?
Chocolate chips going in. Picking up the tips from Sarah and from what you've been telling me on the feed so far. It's good.
Good texture. How are you feeling so far?
I'm just enjoying.
You're enjoying the sunny. Excellent.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It does look good.
If there are any, left over, don't forget. Me and Lily are both partial to a little chocolate chip cookie. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the shame of it for me is that I because I have a problem with eating sugar, I can't actually consume these. So I have to trust my family to enjoy them and tell me what they're like.
Well, we will gladly taste test for you another day.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much.
Cindy is enjoying this show so much, giving thumbs up, but not seem to be voting for one particular contestant. So she's just waiting to see, probably. This is looking good. Quite good.
Julian is, if we can show this here from Julian. Sarah is already cutting the cookies super fast, Julian says. Fantastic.
Sorry, Sarah, what were you saying?
Well, I think a little tip would have been to have weighed the total mixture beforehand. Then you can divide it by 12.
You're giving precious tips away here.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful.
Yeah, giving precious hints here for everybody.
Information.
Okay, I'm moving back to Jasmine, and Jasmine, I'm going to be honest. You were still doing this about 3 minutes ago. How's it going?
It's going okay. I just put the chocolate chips in, but it's quite.
Do you mind just show it? Can you just point it down to camera? How's it looking? Oh, that's okay. Nice. Yeah, good texture.
Good?
Yeah, it's looking all right. I mean, you can use your hands as well if you've washed them.
Yeah,
obviously.
I have, so I think I'm gonna move in that direction soon.
Yeah, you definitely are allowed to use your hands.
Doing very, very well so far.
Oh well, Cafoon, Jasmine is voting for you.
Thank you.
There's a big go, Jasmine, from Cafoon being sent over.
Thank you, Cahoon. Go, Jasmine. I think you've got lots of big fans there. Thank you for the comment on YouTube. Okay, I think Hugh has taken. No, Hugh's off. Hugh's had enough.
Oh no.
I'm back.
He's back. What's next, Hugh? Talk us through. What stage are you up to?
I need to divide my total weight by 12.
So you're going to make your separate cookie ball doughs, if you will, the small balls, ready for obviously going in the oven.
That's it.
Now, what weight do you think is appropriate here? This is the ultimate question.
Yeah, this is where my maths fails. I was running off to try and get a calculator.
There's a pen. There is a pen. There's maths involved here. There's a pen.
I think I'm going to have to do it slightly winging it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, competitors, we're just coming up to the halfway, just over mark, just under 11 minutes left. 11 minutes.
Everyone seems very busy here. There is, I would say, hustle and bustle in the tent if we would be in a tent, but we are not. Online. Oh, George is on there. Let's see what he has to say.
Well, I kind of start with trying to use a spoon to help me kind of get the portion, so if it works. And I just use my hands. Best too.
That is the right way. It's all about the texture.
Well, we've just hearing from Nellon, who is all for Hugh. Nellon is sending his love, Hugh, and he is rooting for you.
Some big support for you there. Thank you for the kind comment.
Have a big fan there. I mean, where are all the Joash supporters?
Yeah. Oh, we've got another support for Jasmine. Team Jasmine, Teeny. I think
Thanks, Dad.
Is that your dad? Is that your dad?
Yep.
Is that your dad, Joe Teeny?
I mean, that's fair enough that he's your team, Jasmine. He should be.
I would hope so.
Okay, there. Jasmine, you've got to make sure that they've got a nice, smooth finish to them.
I know, I'm getting there.
You still have about 9 minutes. 9 minutes, everybody.
Oh, Hugh is getting serious with the weights now.
Oh, I mean, there is some insight coming in from the comments. I don't know if we should share this one. What do you think, Joe?
What's this? Sorry.
There's a comment that Julian he gave some insight.
Yes, Julian. What do you think, Lily? I almost feel that that's a little bit too instructional.
Yeah, let's not mention that one. It's very kind, Julian, to want him to help. But I've just seen Sarah seems to be bored.
No, I'm watching everybody else. My oven's a bit more complicated, so I have to keep
All right, but well done. It looks very tidy.
It does. Sarah, have your cookies already gone in?
Yeah, they've gone in.
Wow.
Yeah. I've got to keep. Can you see the dog? I've got an intruder in the kitchen. Can you see?
You've got a dog. Yes, the dog. Yeah. Excellent.
Keeping him out of the way.
Well, you're doing very well. Josie Griffin, go, Daddy, go. Bakers, you have just under 8 minutes, so don't forget the cookies need about 7 or 8 minutes to cook.
Oh.
So I'd really encourage you to get these into the oven in the next minute or so.
I think the comments that Julian just posted would have been really helpful for them to see. But we're not going to give that away. It's just too big of an insight here.
I feel actually, in reflection, that Julian should be on this.
Yes, next time, Julian. Yeah, absolutely. Right. What is going on here? Joash seems to be a bit under pressure here. Joash, how are you feeling?
Actually, I just sent my first batch.
Oh yeah, you're.
And it seems like the last two will be fairly big because I still got this much left. Ooh.
Oh, excellent.
Oh.
Yeah. So I might have some extra.
It's always good just in case you have an emergency.
That's true. We just a reminder, we're gonna need to see 12 identical cookies. They should be the same size, all 12 of them.
Hugh, it's looking good. I think you're about ready to go in the oven, aren't you?
Yeah, about ready to go, yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's just another little reminder. Josie is voting for you. With a big go, Daddy, go!
That's good, that's good.
Excellent. Jasmine, it looks like you're standing with nothing to do. That means your cookies have gone in as well?
That is true. They are in.
Excellent. Now, how are you feeling? Are you confident they are all going to be the same? They're going to look the same?
I think they're going to be close enough.
Close enough. Close enough. That's what we like to hear.
Have you tasted the dough?
I haven't.
Oh.
Shall we try it?
The thing is, you've got to be careful. If you open up the oven door, you'll let all that precious heat out.
There were some choice arms being flung in the air from Joash.
Yeah.
Yep. Second batch into the oven.
Second batch. Lovely. Right. Hugh's finished. Sarah, I'm going to come back to you. Talk us through, in your opinion, what makes the ultimate chocolate chip cookie?
Oh, it's got to be slightly soft. It mustn't be over baked and crunchy. The chocolate's got to be sort of oozy rather than dry.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lady who knows what she's talking about.
Oh, definitely.
Absolutely. Well, Julian was just texting and saying he is wondering who has forgotten one of the ingredients, because there's usually one who's forgotten something. So better check all the bags and the things that you have on your table. Have you used everything that was on the list?
That was Julian there, of course, yes. Who has forgotten an ingredient, possibly? Joash, you have got to get these in. We are changing just over 4 minutes left.
You look very confident there, very relaxed.
No. If we get the end of time, and there's still actually a few minutes to go on what you'd like it to be cooked, you need to just bring them out. Yeah, is that right?
Absolutely. So when the time is finished, that is it. Hugh, of course,
loud and
the
clear.
veteran.
Yeah. Very
Jasmine,
relaxed.
the newbie to cooking, looks calm, collected. And of course, we have Sarah, fully prepared, and not even an ounce of dirt on that apron. And that is the mark of a good chef.
I washed it.
And not a mark of dirt on the kitchen countertop there.
Not a mark at all.
I mean, that is well cleaned there in between.
Yeah, but that's from the kitchen.
Okay, as we come now to the last 3 minutes, Hugh, Sarah and Jasmine, we're going to ask you to make sure you've got a plate that you can serve these onto just for last minute presentation. So you've got 3 minutes. Meanwhile, Joash, are we in?
Oh, let's get on in half now. Maybe whether to put it or not.
Have they gone in?
You shouldn't have shown us that.
Oh.
Well, I've got 12 in anyway.
You've got 12 in, but you've got extra. Okay.
Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to sacrifice. Do it later.
Guys, keep the comments coming in. We'd love to know who you think is going to win. Could Joash pull this off? Okay, so let's have a look. Because, of course, they do say presentation is everything. Hugh has gone for a plain white. Very nice. Little porcelain.
Classic.
Very nice. Jasmine, you move it left for us. What have you gone for? Or a dark? A dark? Yeah. Oh, it brings.
Yep.
Oh, hello. Lost your stream. There you are. There you are. It brings out the colours a little bit better. Very, very nice. And lastly, Sarah, what have you gone for? Oh, look at that.
I mean,
very professional. Very professional.
I mean, with that plate, you kind of basically win it already.
Bakers, we have 90 seconds. Joash, they have to come out of the oven in 90 seconds. He's too cool. He's too cool. Oh no, hang on, we've had a change. We've had a technical change. Hugh is going for the wood. Hugh, is that a chopping board? That is a chopping board.
I think
Playing
you
it
might have the plate in. Oh no. Oh, maybe it's just.
No. There's Hugh. What we've got to ask: why the chopping board?
Oh. Yeah, just gone for the more rustic wooden look. I think.
More rustic. I don't blame you. It's often a winner. Okay. Oh, hello. We have a comment from our one and only Philip, pulling out the professional display there. Sarah, you've got a fan, Sarah. Philip was supposed to be a competitor tonight, but unfortunately, having failed the beans on toast test, we couldn't put him through to the final. So,
no.
Phil, maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Maybe.
Okay. The last 15 seconds. Competitors, we're going to ask you to obviously pull out your cookies and begin serving. 10 seconds.
They're too soft.
Okay. And time is up. Really, I'm nervous.
I mean, again, Hugh, super relaxed. And look at those. Oh.
Okay. We'll give them a few seconds just to...
just to let them cool down.
To let them cool down. Hugh, just going to move to you. If you can give us an overview, how you're feeling, obviously on first thoughts.
My first thoughts are, it's interesting. I don't know quite how much to reveal here because I think I can probably see a bit more and understand a bit more about what's happened in the oven than you can. So, how much do I reveal, really? But yeah.
I mean, I can see a few things there, but maybe talk us through how confident are you now that you've taken them out of the oven and you've seen them?
I think I'm pretty happy given that the timing and the sort of time pressure and that sort of thing, and it's the first time I've done it.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm only up against myself really, so I'm happy with what I've done. But, whether it's going to win or not, that's I doubt it.
Fantastic effort, Hugh. Obviously, we'll be looking to judge in just a second. We're going to move quickly to Jasmine. Jasmine, what do you think?
Well,
your first
they didn't
thoughts?
finish. They're still raw.
Can you just poke them ever so slightly for us?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah,
So not quite edible yet.
Yes.
I'm sure we discussed maybe in terms of kind of, they look quite circular. They look quite similar.
I mean, I suggest you put them back in because you won't be able to lift them from the plate. And we're going to make a little note saying that they were not quite cooked when you took them out.
That's true.
So can I put them back in then?
I suggest so. Otherwise, you won't be able to do anything with them.
Very kind, Lily. Sarah, moving to yourself, could you just show us, obviously, if you can bring the cookies into camera?
I mean...
Oh, very nice. Are you pleased with them?
There's a slight inconsistency in colour between the two trays because I had to shuffle them around, but I think they'll taste good. I think the chocolate will be good. Yeah.
I mean, they look cooked. They look lovely.
Yeah, Lily will get you some.
A very good effort there. Well done, well done. And Joash, if you're able to just tilt your tray up to camera just a little bit. Okay. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, I think.
Joash, I'm sure the audience are thinking the same thing. Where are your other 4?
Oh,
you do have the others. Okay. Okay.
I don't have the 4.
These are big.
Yeah.
But I also have to say, similar to Jasmine, they don't look cooked. And I would recommend following Jasmine, putting them back in the oven. And we make a little note saying as well, you've had some additional time to cook them. Because taking them off anywhere is just going to mean they're going to melt and going to not stay in the shape they should be.
That's very kind. Right, Lily, we've got a big job here. Just a quick comment before we begin. Hugh, we will come to you first. Julian, I imagine that comment is towards Jasmine, possibly. We have another comment here blaming the oven. And again, Jasmine, I think that is directed at you, of course. However, same member of the audience does commend Sarah's effort. So well done, Sarah. Oh, here we go. Julian the Master has mentioned something. Jasmine, they need more time in the oven, although, again, the shape is good. So we've got some interesting feedback from the audience, and thank you for the comments. Keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. Right, Hugh, let's move to you. And if you could put, please, your cookies onto...
Yeah, so I have to confess that mine were undercooked, so I put them back.
Okay.
You put them back in.
Do you want me to get them out again now?
How much longer have you kept them in the oven now?
I think they've had about a minute and a half. I think they'll need them a couple of minutes.
How about we go to Sarah first? She looks like she knows
a good
what
idea. Let's go to Sarah first. And Sarah, sorry, I'm going to. Oh, I can't do that. Can I do that? No, I'm going to do that. Right, Sarah, if you could just show us your cookies, please.
There's 6. There's another 6.
Wonderful.
Okay. Are you able to tilt down the laptop screen just so we can see?
There you go.
Very good.
That's much better. Okay, right, Lily, let's obviously jot down our thoughts here. And again, audience, if you want to follow with us, what do you think? We're thinking out of 10 for looks, out of 10 for consistency, symmetry, colour.
I mean, I think they look great. Should we comment?
Yeah, I've got my
comment? Okay.
Go on, Lily, you go first.
Sarah, can you show them again?
Sarah, could you just hold one up to camera? Yeah, that's fine. That's lovely. That's lovely.
Okay. They clearly hold their shape as well, so they
do. Oh, you've got the tap tests.
And you can actually tap it. Yeah, if you could do that. Yeah.
Oh, too soft. Very nice. Even Julian, sorry, Sarah's looks edible. That's kind, isn't it? Edible. I think they look better than edible.
That's a very British.
Thank you, Delia. They definitely look
Right.
edible.
It looks edible. I think it looks way more than edible, and I think this looks delicious.
Lily, what number have you gone for?
I have gone for 10 out of 10 on that one.
Have you?
Yes.
I went for 9. Can we split the difference? 9.5? We'll take the half. We'll take the half. Consistency, Lily?
I mean, I'd give them, because there is 8 in there as well. I would go for 8, but I'm aware that there's color as well. And obviously the color is not consistent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I probably would give them an 8.
Okay,
In
I'm with you.
consistency.
8 for consistency. Symmetry, I gave 8. I thought they looked quite symmetrical on the whole.
I would give them, I probably would give them a 9 or 10 actually, because as an experienced cookie maker, I know that you probably won't be able to get them more.
If you're going 10, then we'll split at 9. Okay, and
Yes,
then
let's do that.
color. What was your score on color?
Because they have different, you can see between the different trays that they have a different color. So one of them looked more golden than the others. So I would go for 8 just because it's a different color. But generally, I think you have done a fantastic job, Sarah. I would love to eat them. You know where I live.
You know where I live.
That's true.
I agree with you. I went for 7 only because I think the second batch was slightly different in color, but I think they're potentially the best so far. So I'll split you there at 7.5, Lily. So I've got 9.5, 8, 9, and 7.5. Lily, who are we going to next?
I mean, I would go for Jasmine just because she had the longest to have the cookies baked and in the oven.
Well,
So, and let's see. Was that a good noise?
they're not quite done yet, and they formed one giant cookie.
They formed one cookie. Oh no.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued. I mean,
I
show
think
me.
they're not entirely one cookie.
Okay. I remember having these at school. We've gone for the square shortbread type. Okay.
Yep, so there they are. But they're not cooked yet, so.
Okay.
No.
We're gonna have to, obviously for time, we're gonna have to move on, but let's begin. So Lily, again, what are your thoughts? Looks, consistency, etc. What do you think?
I mean, looks, I would go for a 5 probably,
Yeah.
because obviously it has formed more, not quite a loaf, but it looks more like bread rolls in a way.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I went for a 6, so let's call that 5.5. I went for a 6 on consistency and a 4 on symmetry. Sorry, Jasmine.
That's all right,
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
Lily,
I would go.
your scores?
Julian put up,
Julian.
they are consistently square.
Aw.
Fantastic.
I'm afraid cookies shouldn't be square as far as my cookie knowledge goes here.
Okay.
Sorry, Joe, you have to remind me, what is the next bit after looks?
So
Consistent.
we've then got consistency and then symmetry.
I would go for 4 for consistency. Well, yeah.
I did as well, actually.
Yeah.
I had 4.
Oh, Shutima loves the square cookies here. And Kafoon feels very strongly about the perfect squares. Yeah.
Everybody's commenting. If only we were cooking square cookies.
Okay, in terms of symmetry, let's give her a 6. The people
Okay.
have spoken.
Okay, 6. And then, to be fair, I thought colour-wise, not bad. I went for 8.
I would go for 7 because it still looks underbaked.
Okay, could just be the light. 7.5. Okay. Jasmine, not a bad. And don't forget, this is your first time ever baking solo. So really well done.
Thank you. I'm going to put them back in so I can eat them later.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, we're going next to Hugh. Are you ready?
I'll just do it. Yeah,
Let's
sure.
do it.
Great. Well done. I like that positivity.
I feel like I'm in the Jasmine club, really.
We can.
Can you see that? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, Lily, what are you thinking?
I think looks, I would go for a 4 as well.
I went for 5, yeah.
Consistency, they are not very consistent, and some of them melt into each other. You should have gone for a bigger tray or 2 trays.
Yeah.
I think 2 trays. Yeah, needed 2 trays, really.
They're not very consistent. I have some that are very big and some in the corners that are kind of small.
Yeah. We've got top right, we've got a very small, lonely one.
Yeah. And the one in the corner is just melted into one big one, the 4.
This huge one bottom left, absolutely. What did you go for symmetry?
Well, Julian says they're not as consistently square as Jasmine's were. So, sorry, what was the next one?
So then we've got symmetry.
They smell good, actually. They smell good.
Symmetry, yeah. I mean, that is a 3 or 4 for symmetry because they are not.
I did give a 4. I gave her an 8 for colour because these look just, it could be the light, but they look slightly browner than Jasmine.
Yeah, I'd go with that one, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 5, 6, 4, 8. Is that right? Not a bad score there, Hugh. You pleased?
Like I say, yeah, first effort. I definitely have lessons learned from this if I was going to do it again.
Excellent. Well, we can't wait to have you back.
No, yeah, definitely happy, really, yeah.
Fantastic. Well done. And then we are visiting
Joash.
Now, Joash.
Yeah, it's really interesting. So to this one. Okay. So that is the.
Oh, now, ladies and gentlemen, now that is a circular cookie.
But, when I say but, I got a rectangular here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you have them all.
Mega cookie. It's a great effort. It's a great effort, Joash.
Yeah.
Can you just show us those first lot again, just quickly?
Yep.
But they're still hot.
You can see it.
Very nice.
Yep.
They do look good. Would you say?
We've got a comment, half marks, but I think there's a better comment. And Joash, I agree. They look like Subway cookies.
I mean, that is high praise. Who doesn't love a Subway cookie there?
And then not so much. Hide the second tray. Lovely. Right. Come on, Lily. Last batch.
Oh, looks, I would go for an 8 there.
I'll join you on that. Yeah.
Brilliant. Consistency, 5.
Yeah, I had 6 because the second lot, unfortunately. So split the difference, 5.5.
Exactly. Yes, brilliant. Symmetry.
I had 5.
Yeah, I'd go with that one.
Yeah.
And color probably an 8.
Really? I had a 7.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Joe's going to show us one last time.
Yeah, so your last one again.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go actually for 7 because I'm not sure if they're really baked actually.
I agree with you. Okay, bakers, we want to thank you for that. We've had some further comments from Julian. Joash, better than I expected. So obviously, Joash, you can feel very happy in your quest. The scores we're going to put together as the competitors now take on their second task. So competitors, if you want to clear the decks and prepare yourself for task 2. Lily, if you'd just like to remind us what task 2 is.
Yes, of course. The second task is that our competitors have to decorate 12 cupcakes. As you can see, they have been kitted with certain things they can use to decorate, and again we're going to be looking for the same things as in looks, consistency, symmetry and color, which is going to be an interesting one. There you can see they have colors, they have sprinkles, they have icing, they have all sorts of things, and we would love to see 12 beautifully decorated cupcakes, all in the same way decorated as well. We want to see consistency, and I think that's it really. How much time do they have for this challenge show?
We have 10 minutes on the clock for this one. Just a quick, obviously, capture from every competitor. Jasmine, the first task didn't go too well, but you're a creative type, so hopefully this could be your moment. How are you feeling about the second task?
You know, I feel better because it's more about the decorating and less about the cooking.
So you're feeling good? Excellent. Sarah, coming to you just quickly. How are you feeling?
This is a weaker area for me, so I'm glad I've made a bit of headway in the first round because, yeah, not my strong point coming up.
So you're hoping that the first task will have saved your bacon?
Yeah, and I would like to say about time penalties. Is there any time penalties?
I think so, yes, because you were the only one who was on time, and obviously we're going to have to give bonus points for that one, so yes.
This is a really valid point.
Yeah,
I need
absolutely.
everything I can get.
Joash, how are you feeling?
Actually, pretty good. Like, I also amazed myself. I didn't expect I would do that good. Yeah, let's see what I can do.
Here we go. Now, again, Hugh, the master veteran here, you've got everything lined up. You've got, what have you got here? You've got some sprinkles. You've got, I saw you with a little tube of green. Where's that gone? Oh, it's still there. You've got some piping as well.
Yeah. So,
okay.
So,
have you got a plan, Hugh?
I have a plan.
What is your vision?
Or not?
My vision, I don't know, should I reveal that? I don't
Maybe, yeah, maybe don't give the others ideas.
That's the truth. Okay.
But yeah, a bit of a plan.
Right, bakers, are you ready? Lily, count us down.
Can you hear me? Okay, bakers, you ready, set, bake.
And we are off. Bakers, here we go. So I think already Joash has an idea of what he's doing. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Right. Hugh, talk us through. What are you up to?
Yeah, so it's just a basic circular spirally thing using the piping. Yeah, that's
it's a very steady hand.
I'm having to concentrate on what I'm doing.
You can't talk. That's okay. We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. Keep going. Meanwhile, now Jasmine is spreading. Now, why would we do such a thing, Jasmine?
Because it's easy.
Do you think you're going to get the consistency though?
I hope. Well, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay.
But
Sarah,
she seems to be very confident in spreading.
She does. Sarah, you there?
I'm
How are you getting on?
I'm holding my nerve. I'm trying not to get too panicky and trying
You're
to get
very
it
cool
smooth.
and collected.
The dog's watching me from a distance. Something might fall on the floor.
Now, Joash has considered doing piping. He's obviously prepared something.
Well, I became a mess and really like all over my hands and thinking.
Oh, look out. We've got some news here from our admin chief executive. Riz has been on the phone. I've just seen that Hugh has forgotten to colour his icing. Oh dear. Hugh, did you mean to do that?
Got another plan.
It's part of the plan. Excellent.
Oh, but we are in for surprise there.
We are. We've also got a comment from Julian, but how do we know the cookies Sarah got out of the oven weren't ones she prepared earlier?
Julian, we trust Sarah.
We do. And we also have to trust that her husband, Rob, would have not eaten them beforehand. So I think we're in safe territory there, Julian.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Jasmine hasn't coloured her icing either. Oh dear. I think this is Riz. This might be Riz commenting.
I think so.
Got a vote for Joash though.
Oh.
Right, let's get back to the action. If we cut to that screen, we can see Sarah. Now, Sarah,
Yeah,
is that a gold or a yellow you're putting on the top?
just the yellow. I think we've all got different colours.
Jasmine's still spreading. How many more have you got to go?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, Baker's going to remind you, you've got 6.5 minutes left. 6.5 minutes.
Oh, I mean, we should draw our attention to Hugh.
I was just thinking that. Look at this.
I mean, wow.
Now, here's a man with some artistic flair.
I think his plan might actually work out.
Hugh, what was the inspiration for this?
I was chatting to my mum earlier today, and she said, "Keep it simple."
Absolutely. Keep it simple. Absolutely.
So,
is your mother then an experienced baker?
Yes, a lot more than I am, definitely.
They look good so far. Very, very good. Joash, how are you feeling?
All right, putting the last bit in. Probably running out. So,
Have you started piping, or you're just about to?
yeah. Actually, yeah.
Ah.
Tomorrow. Doesn't go well actually, but.
Joash, are you able to talk us through your idea?
I'm just thinking, it's kind of making it a little shape. And I'm just, well, actually, that's the only thing that I do think I can think of anyway. I've been trying to use these beads sticks to make some patterns if I still have the time.
Oh, you've got some beads. Lovely. Well, you're okay. You've just got under 5 minutes. All Baker's 5 minutes. Just moving to Jasmine. Now, these look very light in the icing. Jasmine,
Yes.
what's your
So
plan
right
to put on the
now-
top?
I'm mixing the purple into the icing, and then I'm going to add that on top.
Very nice. So you're adding a bit of colour to the icing itself.
Yes.
This could score you points in the colour department.
Definitely. Yeah.
Sarah's just squeezing the last little bits out of that icing cube by the looks of things.
Oh, Hugh has moved on to the sprinkles there, it seems.
Oh, wow. Very, very nice.
Very good.
Bakers, you have just under 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Okay, here we go. I'm really excited. Joash is going forward, and it seems he is done with his piping and is now moving on to sprinkles. I haven't really seen any sprinkles on Sarah's side, but she might move to the sprinkles in a moment, or might have done them already and I've just missed it. I have to say I'm enjoying the precision, which Joe, could we get a little closer look onto Hugh's cupcake?
Absolutely.
Wow, look at that. I think it is a timely reminder as well that we're gonna judge symmetry and consistency in this category as well. So we encourage you, with all the artistic freedom that there is, we would love to see some consistency amongst those things as well.
Bakers are coming up on 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay, so Lily, I'm just putting the scores together.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Keep that camera moving.
I'm really intrigued to see Sarah's work here. As you can see, she has now moved on to the sprinkles. Oh, where is she going? But you can see they are cupcakes ready. She is getting a plate ready to plate them, which is a good reminder, bakers, you have 1 minute and 20 seconds, and we obviously want to see your cupcakes on a plate ready to be presented as well. So don't be caught out by the timing. Joash, how are you getting on? Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Yes. Beautiful from what I can see here. 45 seconds, bakers. How is Jasmine doing? Oh, I mean, that looks lovely. We can see it little. Let's move to, oh, there we go. Oh, we're keeping it simple. Jasmine decided not to go for sprinkles. Interesting choice. We have about 20 seconds left. Now, bakers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bakers, your time is over.
Okay. Fantastic. Bakers, if you're able to plate.
Hugh is done, Sarah is done, Jasmine is done, and Joash. I think everybody has completed their task. Well done, bakers.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just putting the scores together, and of course. Okay, yeah, that works. Lovely. Okay, lovely, lovely. Okay. Okay, if I can just remove that. Who should we go to first?
I think Hugh is ready. He's waiting patiently, and we can see his cupcakes there.
Right.
Here we go.
Hugh, how do you feel?
Well, I think, to be honest, they look better here in the kitchen than they do on the screen. But yeah, I enjoyed doing that. That was fun.
Brilliant. Tell us a little bit through your design.
Yeah, so I this afternoon I did a bit of YouTube surfing and found out how to do the piping with the sort of texture in the swirl. And then I thought I would use the colouring rather than putting it in the icing, to use the colouring as a kind of an outliner.
Brilliant.
Use some sprinkles to add a bit of colour.
Yeah, I enjoy that. Well done. Right. Shall we move on, or shall we give the scores now, Joe?
Let's go for the scores, Lee. What are you thinking?
Okay. I think it looks. I like the simplicity on it. I'd be happy to give him a 9.
Oh, okay. I went 8.
Okay.
Come on, you've got to. 9's good. Why 9? I'm just looking at some of the swirls here, particularly on the left, the second one from the top.
I mean, we're gonna get to consistency and symmetry later.
This is true.
I enjoy the overall design, the different colors he's been using, the choice of sprinkles.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 8.5. Okay. Consistency? I went for 7.
Consistency. I mean, I would go even further down. I'd probably a 6, because we can see some of the cupcakes are not quite, quite the same amount of swirls. Some of them seem to have a little bit more sprinkles than others, so I would go probably for a 6 on that.
Okay, so
I think that's fair.
Thank you.
Symmetry. I mean, well, I'm unsure on this one. I think symmetrically, the icing's very good, but I think it is just the swirl. And Hugh, what is it? A yellow kind of like a powder? Is that like
sprinkles?
Sprinkles?
It's the yellow sprinkles, so they're like little crystals.
Okay.
Lovely.
Okay. Lily, I'm going to go 7 for symmetry.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Lovely. And colour, and it's quite vibrant, the yellow.
Yeah, I really enjoy the design choice there. I would go for 9.
8. Okay, 9.
Okay.
I mean, you're 8.5.
Brilliant.
Okay, lovely. Who should we go to next? Hugh. Fantastic effort. Really, really well done.
Well done.
Jasmine, let's come to you next. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Yeah? So
Yeah.
talk us through your design. We'll just skip to camera.
Well, I went very simple. So we've got that nice layer that is uncolored, and then a dot of purple in the center.
Very simplistic, but very nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay.
Interesting. I would go for 7 on looks.
I actually went for 7 as well.
Oh, brilliant. We agree on that.
Yeah.
I think you could have used some sprinkles.
Yeah.
And maybe something, else. Maybe a little bit too simplistic.
The purple's nice, but maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
7. Consistency. I think maybe because you chose to spread instead of using the piping tool, just some of the edges, Jasmine.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
I went for a 5 on that.
I was going for a 6.
Okay, 5.5, lovely. Symmetry.
Symmetry. Can we see the plate again? Here we go. I would go for a 7 on symmetry.
Yeah, I was at 7 as well, lovely. And colour. Now again, unlike Hugh, where I think we had a bit of red. Just skipping back. Yeah, we've got the dark brown, the swirl. We've got the gold dust. I think we've got. Is there something of red in there as well? So there's actually 3 colours. Hugh, is that right?
Oh.
There's a little bit of red in yours as well, isn't there? Oh, Hugh, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Go again.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of red in there as well.
Lovely.
3 colours, 1 colour. What did you score for colour, Lily?
I mean, I quite like the simplicity, but to say it with Riz's words, it is classy, but sprinkles were possible as well. So I would go for a 7.
I went for 6, so yeah, 6.5. Okay. Not bad. Jasmine, how do you feel?
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Staying strong. Okay, let's go to Sarah. Sarah,
Oh,
wow.
I mean,
Fantastic.
I mean, that looks lovely. So tell us a little bit more about your design idea there.
So the idea is it's a flower. So I've used the colouring to do an outline of a flower, the petals, and then I've used the tiny sprinkles in the middle to be the centre of the flower. And then there's a few yellow dots like pollen. And this represents how important the garden was during the lockdown, and just having nature around about you and appreciating all that wonderful creation. So that's my inspiration for these flower cakes.
Wonderful. I think that is such a lovely idea. I think that's 10 out of 10 for looks from me.
I love that you've got a theme to it as well, Sarah.
Yes.
I went 9, so 9.5. Let's split the difference. Lovely. Consistency, I went 9.
Yes. Happy with that.
Symmetry, just a little bit of the white icing on the sides.
Yeah, there's a bit,
Sarah. I went for 8. Lily?
I went for 6, so let's meet at 7.
7.
7.
And lastly, for colour, what did you go for?
I would go for, yeah, I mean, look at that. There is a colour concept there. It looks wonderful. I would go for 10 out of 10 on colour.
Wow, I went for 9, so 9.5. That is very good. Sarah, how do you feel? That is a good score.
Well, yeah, I did have a chat with a friend last night about, because originally I was going to go down an animal theme, but colours didn't really work for an animal theme. I couldn't really do my dog in yellow. So my friend suggested I went down a flower theme, and yeah, there you go.
I think it has paid off.
I think it has paid off. Yeah.
I think it might have paid off. Joash, how are you feeling? Could you show us the camera? Oh, sorry, other camera. Yep, that one.
I'm afraid you're going to have to unmute yourself because we can't do that.
Yep, lovely. Thank you.
Yep, so I'm going to... So we can see
wonderful.
Okay.
It
We've got a little bit of height here. It's a little 3D. Okay.
Yep. So that's actually my sort of the design I try to do. So I try to have the middle one is a bit like a higher mountain, and I have the outer ring, which is a smaller mountain. So actually, although I put sprinkles on both of them, there are different sprinkles.
Ooh.
So, and you see the little kind of spiral at the top. The middle is higher, as you may notice. And also, I deliberately put some of the blue coloring, but not mix them well, because sometimes I love kind of to highlight in the icing. I think that's actually better than having a totally blue one, or well, of course, a blank one is boring. So yeah.
Lovely.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that was planned. I don't know how the bakers feel that the fact that the middle one is done on purpose. I don't know.
It is actually, yeah.
We will take your word for it. We will take your word for it, Joash. Generous toppings, absolutely. We agree with the comments. And Julian says as well, love the 3D and variety of colour. Right, Lily, scores. What did you say?
I would go for 10. I really enjoy Joash's work there. I think he's done really well, and I enjoy that he's gone up in height as well, because cupcakes are often, they should have a little bit of volume, not just the cake bit, but the decoration bit. So yes, well done, Joash.
You went 10. I went 9, so 9.5. Consistency, what did you say?
I would go for a 7 on consistency, because I could see some of the swirls. It wasn't quite identical to each other, so I think I would go for a 7.
Agreed. I went for 6, so 6.5. And for symmetry?
Yeah. Can you show again, Joash?
Yeah.
I think again, it's just the actual width, particularly the ones in the middle. There's almost that one. There's two touching, and it's overflowing a little bit.
Let's go for 7.
Exactly what I was thinking. Although, like you said, and I think we've seen the similar with Hugh's and Sarah's, I went for 9 with the colour because I love the vibrant I think the colour was a real good thing here. Lily,
Brilliant.
what was your colour?
Yes, I would totally agree. Let's go for 9.
9 it is. Wow. Right. Okay. At this point, I've got to do some score adding up.
Yes.
Lily is going to spend some time now with the bakers and just ask for some of the bakers' stories. Worst nightmares, best experiences. Lily, I'll hand over to you for a few minutes if that's okay.
Yes, Hugh. So we have had an hour of Bake Off. What was your experience? Did you enjoy it? Was it a lot of pressure? Just tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I've really enjoyed it, actually. I've often watched Bake Off and wondered what it was like for the competitors and what it would feel like to talk about it afterwards and how gutted I'd feel and all that kind of thing. And having actually done it, or at least done something like it, I really enjoyed it. And it's been a great experience. And I think there has been a bit of pressure, but not too much. You know, it's been fun, and it's been a learning experience. And I think it would make me think next time I had the opportunity to sort of bake something I hadn't baked before. I think, hey, you know, I'd definitely have a go at that.
Oh, that's very encouraging. Is there anything that you regret that you wouldn't do again? Any choices you made?
Oh yeah, definitely. So with the, I definitely used the 2 trays for the cookies. And because our oven is a bit uneven, I'd need to move them around to get consistency.
Oh yes, yeah. Brilliant.
And getting the timing right, of course. When you're not under the pressure of the clock, you can get the timing and just cook them better. But I was glad to see on the comments that Josie was happy with the taste results. So I'm happy with that.
Yes, we can see Josie wrote, I can testify that my dad's cookies taste great. 10 out of 10 from me. I mean, that's the highest praise there. Well done. Moving on to Jasmine. Jasmine, how do you feel?
Oh, I'm glad it's over.
Okay. Is there anything you regret or anything that you would do differently having done it now?
Yes, I think I wasn't expecting the cookies to not bake in enough time. So maybe 2 trays. Well, obviously, that would help with the shape. And then with the icing, I might have done the base in purple and then sparkles instead of doing the purple topping.
I mean, that idea sounds great. You should have gone for that one. Well, next time. Moving over to Sarah. Sarah, how are you feeling? Are you a bit more relieved having heard your scores now?
I prefer cooking to baking, to be quite honest, because I'm not a perfectionist. I think baking suits perfectionists, and I'm a bit slapdash normally. So having to be consistent is quite hard for me. So
I think you've done really well out of all of them. And sorry, I've just seen Jasmine has got her cookies out. So we're going to take a little look back on those cookies. I mean, I'm sure they taste great. Here we go.
I'm excited to eat them.
Yes, you can break off a little bit. Joash, coming over to you, how do you feel?
I actually enjoy it, and I think a bit of technical is I bring a second tray for the cookies so I can distribute them more evenly. So probably they will be more consistent shape because now I got 8 on one tray.
Yeah.
But I actually quite enjoy it. And also I feel like I should explain a bit about what's about the Tesco mix. So it's actually because I think the kind of only baking I've done is for a charity sale, and I'm kind of running out of time a bit and not sure what to bake. So I just go into Tesco and grab whatever I see at the first sight. So that's why that inspired me. But I'm actually quite enjoying it. I mean, if I got time, I'll probably do different colors on the cupcake, so with other coloring. So I actually quite enjoy doing it. Yeah.
Brilliant. I mean, we've got some more comments here. Laura was saying, sorry, not about you, Joash, but about Jasmine, how she enjoys the purple icing, and Jasmine's dad saying, yum, that sized cookies. So he's been enjoying that size of a cookie.
I just have to say thank you so much for everyone who's given an encouragement this whole time. It's been amazing. Feeling loved.
Yes, I'd agree with that. It was wonderful to see the audience engaging and cheering on. And going back to the beginning, let's see what the different voices were. I think people really engaging. Oh, Julian was saying Jasmine's cookies finished up well, very square. I'm sure they taste good, and we are excited to hopefully taste them at some point as well. Going back to Hugh's cookies now, coming out of the oven, or having come out of the oven. Already some have been eaten. Oh, you won't be able to taste them, obviously. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
We have some square cookies there as well.
Yeah. I'll trust my family on the verdict.
Brilliant. Right. Let's see. Just a reminder that the tasks were, going back to this, our bakers had to make 12 identical cookies and also had to decorate 12 cupcakes. And we've had some mixed results and are excited to see what the final scores are. Are they in yet, Joe?
Literally, if you can give me 30 seconds, I'm
give
very
you
close.
30
Have we heard from Sarah how she felt?
Yeah. Sorry?
If we could hear from Sarah, how did you find tonight?
It was better than I expected. Yeah. Definitely not going on Bake Off though.
But you would do really well, I think, because you have all that experience and you have a calmness that you bring. And I think in your experience, you've probably have come across a lot of different things. So you're not too fazed by them. And I think the results speak for themselves as well. Just looking at your beautiful cookies and cupcakes there, I'd be very happy to try them.
That's
and
fine.
I'm sure
you're very welcome to come and get them.
I'm sure Rob is going to be very excited to try them as well.
Yeah.
And we see here how Joash is just moving them all onto one, beautifully arranged. Very nice. Yeah, thumbs up. Brilliant.
Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, are they baked through?
This one not really. Others, I think, yeah, actually pretty good, yeah.
All right, I've just got a message from Joe, my co-host, saying that we are ready and we are excited to find out the results.
We are. So I'm hoping this is correct, although, well, I've double checked, so we'll see. I would eat any of the results, but I'm not a fussy eater. Oh, I think Julian makes, I'm sure he means the cookies and the cakes, not the actual numbers. Is that right, Julian? So, yes, we have, we want to firstly thank all the competitors tonight and all of you who have watched and supported, and your really kind comments have been fantastic. And I think, bakers, would you agree that we would probably do another one? Would you be up for another one at some point? No one says maybe. Oh, Hugh, you're going to have to unmute, sorry.
Oh, I've done that.
Hugh, what was that?
I was just saying, yeah, I think it'd be good to do it again. I mean, I'd be happy to let someone else take my place. But having said that, you know, I would gladly do it again. I think it's good fun. Yeah.
Brilliant.
It's been fantastic. And we want to thank all of you for taking part, for giving up your time, and again, for getting involved in what is a really British iconic show. I'm sure we're all watching British Bake Off at home, but with no later discussion, oh, sorry, wrong screen. That's the one I want. The time for the results. So we knew that we had to do 2 tasks, and the scores came out as following. So in round 1, Jasmine at 34, Hugh 23, 25 for Sarah, Joash with a 0.5 lead. Some interesting scores there. In task 2, we saw Joash again take a second place, but Sarah, I think with those cupcakes, had a phenomenal effort there. So that means if you took both of those together, you end up with total final scores. And I'm hoping these are correct.
Can I just say something? Are you sure about the cookie numbers for Jasmine and Sarah? I think they might be the other way around. Because Sarah's were the first ones we've looked at. And her cookies were perfect in almost every sense. So, and we moved away from, I think, Jasmine's, we didn't look at them first because they weren't ready.
So sorry, say that again. So Jasmine's...
I think you mixed up Jasmine's and Sarah's numbers, their scores.
Well, if that is the case, that's possibly not a problem because the end results still end up a tie. If those two rows are the same, just flipped over, it does mean that they've both scored the same. Which I think
we shouldn't forget as well there was a timing issue for Jasmine, Hugh and Joash.
Yeah. Lily,
and
this is
Sarah was the one on time. Just putting it out there.
This, right, judge's decision then. What this is, I can't get blamed for this one. Lily, what are you saying? do we have a difference in score? Should we say Sarah is the overall winner?
I would say so, and I'm happy to get the feedback of the other bakers who have been around as well.
Sarah,
having in mind that Sarah...
I think there was a problem with the maths there, but I'm a very, I think the score's actually the wrong way around, but it doesn't really matter. It's to taking part.
It is, absolutely. It is. Okay. Okay, right. In that case, then please ignore my next slide because I did have both people as the winner, but we want to congratulate Sarah.
Yes.
Jasmine, sorry. We want to congratulate Sarah on your efforts, and you have won the official Channel 4 Great British Bake Off Love to Bake book. Now, this isn't released until Saturday. You can't buy it yet. So we have pre-ordered it and it will be coming in the post to you shortly. But as a thank you for you and your efforts, we hope you enjoy that. And I've got a few pictures here, as you can see just on the inside. These are from Paul Hollywood and the actual bakers on the current Channel 4 show. So we both, and we all hope that you really enjoy that as a prize. So really well done. Can we have a round of applause, please, for Sarah? A round of applause.
And if you haven't signed up for hosting, then you can get some tools from the cookery book.
What a fantastic plug. If you haven't signed up for Local Link to enjoy some British culture and experience with the British family, you might just end up going to our Star Baker's house this weekend. Sarah, thank you ever so much. How do you feel?
Hungry, because we haven't had our supper yet. But now I've had a cookie, I'm feeling full of chocolate.
Guys, we want to thank you all for your taking part. And again, it is just the fun event. I think maths aside, Sarah is the clear winner. Jasmine, fantastic effort for your first ever time of baking. Hugh, we had some amazing strategy there. And Joash, just love the enthusiasm. Really love it. Fantastic. So, guys, thank you ever so much for watching at home. Please take care, and we will hopefully see you on the next one of these. Until next time, take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.